delicious. Look at that. Look at that green rich color. So pure. Zoom in. It's actually not that rich green color. It's a bit darker than I thought. Welcome everyone. It's a good day, sunny day outside. Hope you're feeling great. I'm going to talk today about matcha green tea. So matcha green tea, as one of the most potent antioxidant-rich teas, definitely deserves an honorable mention on this YouTube channel. First of all, we're going to talk about this because there's one superpower in matcha that from one perspective it gets you really hyped up and energized, but from another perspective it gets you in a calm, a sort of tranquil state, which is in science referred to as relaxed alertness, and I really love this. So before we talk science, we're gonna hop into the kitchen. Actually, it's gonna be on this desk right here because I'm not that rich, I don't have a fancy kitchen. So we're gonna hop on and we're gonna make matcha the simplest way possible. I'm a practical guy, simple guy, I like my matcha very simple, so I feel this is gonna piss a lot of those people who are into complex sort of whole vibe of making tea with a ton of fancy equipment, and so apologies to you. Let's head on. Here we are. So as a great host, I would always consider my guests first and make you some tea, but you can't drink it through the monitor, laptop, phone, or whatever device you're in, so rather let's get down to business. Matcha has quite a long history of use in the Eastern world. It is also a traditional Japanese tea that comes from a plant called Camellia sinensis. Sinensis. Let's agree we got that right. Usually matcha tea comes in a green powder. So why is it so powerful? Is because you actually drink the powder with the liquid, as we do with coffee. Instead of just having the liquid going through a herb, instead of just drinking the liquid that went through a herb, actually drink powder which has very high antioxidant content and chlorophyll content. Matcha green tea powder also can come in different sort of supplemental forms. It can come in extracts or tinctures, it can come in capsules, it can come in tablets, but one of the best way I like it is having the tea done with the green powder. As you may have guessed, the main superpower of matcha lies in its antioxidant potency and capacity. Basically, matcha holds one of the highest ORAC values. ORAC stands for oxygen radical absorbance capacity, and the higher the number it is, the more potent an antioxidants in a given food is. So, what do antioxidants actually do? They fight off free radicals, can reduce inflammation, and consequentially improve one's health. And matcha is a pretty potent source of antioxidants. You can see that matcha for 100 grams has ORAC score of 138,000, being one of the highest along with cinnamon, oregano, and turmeric. So one of the most potent second benefits of matcha is boosting energy. Just as you may have heard in other green teas or colas or sodas or coffee, there is caffeine in it, and the caffeine is the main component which increases our energy. It works by binding to the adenosine receptors in the brain and masking your tiredness. And matcha has quite a good substantial amount of caffeine, slightly lower than coffee, slightly higher than regular green tea, but it stays at a good level, high enough to substantially raise one's energy levels. The caffeine content depends on the type of matcha. Generally, per 2 teaspoons of matcha powder, we get around 35 to 55 milligrams of caffeine. while the same amount of coffee gives you around 100 to 120 milligrams of caffeine. This means matcha caffeine's content is slightly lower than coffee, but also higher than a regular serving of green tea, which has around 30 milligrams of caffeine. The third reason why I love matcha so much is because it contains a compound called L-theanine. You may have heard about L-theanine because it is a compound present in other teas. L-theanine is basically an amino acid which reduces the jitteriness and the crash of energy boost that we get from caffeine. So in coffee there's caffeine and you sort of mask tiredness and increase energy, but there's also a jitteriness in that energy and a crash afterwards. While with matcha it's a little bit different. Matcha actually, with its L-theanine potent content, helps you to not get to this crash. It actually allows you to be in sort of a state of relaxed alertness where you're actually alert, calm enough, but also energized enough. This effect is also called promoting a state of relaxed alertness due to its potential to stimulate alpha brain waves. This can reduce stress and anxiety while keeping us alert. Studies show that L-theanine may be beneficial for improving cognitive performance, cognitive function, and reducing the symptoms of stress, anxiety, and depression. The reason why matcha may be better than coffee for some people is because it reduces the jitteriness and eliminates vasoconstrictive effects of caffeine while improving mood. The fourth reason why I really love matcha is its potency to boost brain performance, cognitive function. So, namely, when you think of brain performance or cognitive function, you think of attention span, memory, recall, short and long-term memory. So matcha, due to its high nutrient potent content and L-theanine and caffeine, aside from boosting energy, it has also been shown to influence different hormones that are related to learning and memory. Aside from this, it has potent antioxidant content, which can be great for the brain as it does reduce brain inflammation. Many polyphenols in matcha can help with brain and cognitive function. Studies have shown that attention speed and cognitive performance may both improve from matcha's green tea. One study found that matcha's caffeine content improves arousal and energy, while theanine gives calm sensation. This also helps with memory and suppression of distractions. In another research paper, we can see that the combination of L-theanine and caffeine together showed better results when both of them are taken. Another great benefit that comes from drinking matcha green powder is actually liver protection and liver detox. Now you probably have heard this. Now because matcha grows in a slightly different way, it is very rich in a compound called chlorophyll. This is a potent antioxidant and has various functions in the body. It actually allows plants to do photosynthesis. This compound, the chlorophyll, is actually even higher from matcha than other teas, not just because of the growing process, but also because we actually drink the powder with the liquid itself. Chlorophyll is known to have very potent detoxifying properties on the liver. It actually helps the liver flush out toxins and heavy metals. We're slowly actually approaching the end of this video. Thank you for watching. That's around it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me your thoughts and opinions on matcha. Have you ever tried matcha? Would you like to try it in the future? What do you think about its benefits? Would you like me to make more matcha content? Creams, pancakes, cakes, I don't know if you're into that stuff. And let me show you a little quick Instagram post of me doing like little Hulk pancakes with matcha. And let me just scroll. Here it is. So you can see Hulk pancakes in the top 5 meals I ever came up with.
Teaspoon of spirulina, matcha and hemp seeds, 100 grams of oats, 4 eggs, 2 bananas, 100 grams of blueberries, 100 milliliters of milk, 100 grams of nuts, 25 flax seeds, 1 scoop of protein. Whew.
I remember this was good. This was legit good.